I'm Tiff, I'm the drummer from Tindervox.
My name's Kara. I like to sing and dance.
There you go. I'm Justin, I play guitar.
And where are we right now?
We're in our domain.
At my house.
Kara's house.
In the Vox headquarters.
Vox
I guess.
The Vox HQ.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a band house, and now
This is where it mostly happens, or has happened in the past, at one point. I think that's probably the best description.
yeah, half the album was written here.
It was.
Actually.
Yeah,
It's
definitely.
Yeah.
Was.
So what's the story behind Tindervox? How did the band come together?
What happened was we had four of us that worked together at the Folklore Center. Kara worked the front desk, and the rest of us were teachers. Liam and Brendan were the other musicians at that time, and we were playing Kara's solo album, but it's like a rock version of it. It's a really folky sort of hand
Folky
drums
bluesy.
and, yeah.
Like,
And we played it like a rock album, and
That's how it was born, really.
Yeah, we played a few gigs, and Kara started writing, and the headquarters was Folklore Center.
Yeah,
we practiced in the basement
there in the basement.
at like 2 a.m.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Kara had keys to
I
the
had
building.
keys.
we would show
But that's
up.
pretty much how it started. It was...
Yeah, we found Tiff on the internet.
you did.
Yeah.
You did.
And literally, we auditioned him the same night as we played a show with him. He played 2 songs with us. Or 3 maybe. And then we're like, okay, can you play a show tonight with us?
Yeah, we asked what he was doing.
Yeah, and
he
we
said
played
nothing.
the Atomic Rooster.
He said he wasn't doing anything, which was
Yeah.
the trap. And then,
Well,
We're like,
The funny
hey, by the way.
the funny thing about that
We
was
like you.
I just moved to Ottawa, so I'd been here maybe 4 or 6 weeks, and I've been playing drums for a fair amount of years before that. And one of the things that I promised myself that I would do when I moved to a new country was to excel and be more, just be more upfront and try things I hadn't tried before. So at that time I was emailing lots of music stores because I wanted a second job just to pick up some more money, and no one had any work. And the only place that got back to me was the Folklore Centre because, well, they didn't have any work, but they wanted a drummer.
Is there any special meaning behind the band name?
You have to ask Cara
Oh,
about that.
man.
The wordsmith.
It's the worst thing to, like, come up with a band name. It's like, oh.
It is difficult, but
It's hard, but I don't know. I was, like, looking up, like, reading different books and looking up different things, and I was like, I really want a name for a band, because I like bands. And so I was like, Tinderbox is, like, a cool thing that people used to carry around in the medieval times.
Start fires with.
And to start fires with, and I thought it was kind of neat. And I liked a Latin vox for voice, and I just like put them together. It drives me crazy when people think that I say Tinderbox when I said Tindervox, and I'm like, you.
It's a good
like,
conversation.
No. I'm like, it's Tindervox, a V, like not box.
What are some of your musical influences?
I love the Pixies. They're like one of my favorite bands ever. But I like Arcade Fire too, and but I really like classic female vocalists. I think like Nina
well, you were really
Simone
excited to
and
see St. Vincent at Boost
Saint
Fest.
Vincent, yeah.
Although
Although
that classic,
ran
though.
away from her a little bit.
Well, yeah.
But just
Radiohead's an
influence
influence as well.
Radiohead.
And we've
like
been liking
real
Smashing
melody
Pumpkins
for
too.
me. I'm like really into melody.
Earlier stuff from Smashing Pumpkins we've been liking too.
Nirvana, I love Nirvana.
Can you tell us about your songwriting process?
But it starts with Cara's.
She
bass.
brings the songs like, here's the chords, here's the words.
Well, think of it like a cake.
And she just like performs it as think of it like an acoustic thing, but with her electric guitar. So she sits there and performs it as like a solo act, and then we
build from
kind of put it through the Tindervox machine. We just kind of add our stuff.
We should invent one of those, a Tindervox machine. So
yeah, we did. It's it's the fan.
Yeah. No, I think the way I think of it is I remember the last few songs that we wrote were here in this very room.
Yep.
And they sounded extremely different from what they are now.
Yeah, you would.
And that comes from playing them so much. and all really progressing as musicians, really.
So what are some of your favorite spots in Ottawa, either to play a show or to catch a show?
I think for me, my top 3 is like Avant-Garde, the Atomic Rooster, and I've been to shows at Saw Gallery, and I like that place a lot.
We've played so many shows with bands from out of town at the Avant-Garde. We've met some crazy people playing there and some out of town people.
They have good pickles and vodka.
It's a good network to have,
I
actually.
really like.
It's a really good network to be able to speak to bands and get to know and play with them, and then turn up, I don't know, in Halifax and play with these guys, because we played with them in Ottawa. So it's a good chance. It's one of the few bars that actually do that. There's bands that will contact us from out of town and say, hey, can we play a show with you? Our go-to would be the Avant-Garde, because it's the easiest and best place to play a show.
Is there a venue that you guys aspire to play that you have yet to play?
I think Blues Fest was the big one, up until that point.
That was really big for us to do.
Yeah, I think Blues Fest was probably the biggest goal we've achieved so far.
The old Capital City Music Hall would have been cool, but that's like
that would have
Time
been
Machine.
really cool.
There's some places in Toronto that we want to play, and
Barrymore's would kind of been cool too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I think I saw the best hip hop shows in my life at Barrymore's.
I'd like to do Babylon again. Babylon was good fun.
Mm-hmm.
But like a
Babylon
place,
is such
like
a cool club. Honestly, actually, I changed my mind. My top 3 would be like Babylon,
So top
Avant-Garde, and Saw Gallery. Babylon's a really cool place.
It is a good place.
So how can people find out more about the band and check out the album?
Several ways right now.
Tindervox.com is probably the most direct way.
It's the easiest way.
Facebook, Twitter, all that stuff with the Tindervox thing after
Facebook,
the slash thing.
I normally post a lot of information about shows, pictures, stupid stuff we do, stupid stuff we don't do.
Yeah, there's a good balance.
There's a full digital album available right now, but things will change.
End of September, it's being pressed on vinyl, so it's digital for now, and the download cards when we're at the shows we sell.
Download cards and T-shirts we have for sale.
But yeah, vinyl soon, and the vinyl's gonna be we're running 300. 250 of them are black, and 50 of them are gonna be purple.
Are you sure?
Yeah, well that's what it says on the order. So.
Yeah.
I hope
50
so.
limited
Because
edition.
purple is like my favorite color.
Well, if it's not like that, I just point at the order. Yeah, that's not that thing.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys for having us.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you for being in our
Thanks for asking
in our
us lots of
space.
cool questions.